Now then, welcome back to another episode of Budget Bangers. You catch me out and about. I'm just here at the lovely new retail park here in Bishop Auckland, and I just got finished up with a car that I thought I'd show you around because it's come up really well, and it's a canny little motor. But I just wanted, before we get started, for a bit of an appreciation message to Dave, my previous employer. Uh, he offered me this car, and I said, "Can you MOT and service it for us?" I've got some situations going on in the background to do with business that's kind of making life a bit difficult at the minute. And when it come to collecting the car, he said, "I can see you need a helping hand, so I'm happy to give you that," and he did. So I just wanted to give a quick message to say thank you for that. I know he'll appreciate this because I know he watches me videos, but it's just nice to say that when you feel like you're fighting the world, it's nice to say that sometimes there's people out there that have got your back. So thank you very much, Dave. But anyway, we'll carry on and have a look around this little motor that I've just bought. Right then, so this is it. Now, don't get us wrong, nothing special about this car whatsoever in terms of spec, in terms of what it is, but it is just a really nice example of an old car. I've done a little bit of driving about in this. Cracking little motor, have not been able to fault it one bit. It drives really well. It is in really, really good condition as well. But we'll have a look around it and see what it is. Now, this is a 2007 Renault Clio. Can't remember the exact spec, but it's nothing special. Uh, it has got some nice alloy wheels and things like that, but in terms of inside, there's not a great deal going on. You got electric windows, you got the old Mexican mirrors, no air conditioning. It's got an aftermarket stereo. Nothing fancy about it, but for me, that's what makes it such a good car to sell because there's less to go wrong. Now, condition wise, paint is lovely. It's a lovely colour. Uh, looking around it, you know, if you wanted to, you could say the alloys want refurbing, but on a car like this, is it worth doing? Bodywork wise, there's a tiny little dent here where somebody's dinged it in the shopping centre car park, and I think there was this tiny little mark here. Other than that, this thing is spotless. Probably benefit from the usual machine polish things like that, but I think it'd be fair to say you've got to draw the line at some point, haven't you? Yeah. So 2000 only done is just shy of 57,000 miles. The previous owner had this car since 2014. They've had this car 10 years, and they've done it well. I've just had it valeted up and things like that. Just look at it. It looks fantastic. Don't get us wrong, if you get into the paintwork, you're probably like, a bit scratchy. Are you going to polish it for the minimal amount of scratches that are in it? I would say no. It's a good cheap user for somebody. Now, what this car owes me, this car currently owes me £650, and that's including getting MOT and service and buying the car. Excuse me, which is really cheap. And I dare say this car's got £1,500 written all over it. 1495, it'll come with a warranty. If this car's not worth 1,500 quid, then I don't know what to do anymore. It's just canny. I like it. I've even used it putting the bed in it and things like that. And even though it's a 3-door, it's still decent enough. We didn't struggle. Seats come right forward. You can get yourself in there. No problem. You can get the child seat in there. No problems. And it's just in generally really good condition. It's nothing flash. We'll have a sit in. Yeah, it's nothing flash. it'll get the job done, which is what you want for a car like this. It's just about to go over to 56,000 miles. I do need to put some petrol in it. Yeah, full year's ticket, one advisory, which was for they've got a cross member that holds the radiator in place, and they have like a bit of they start to rust. They're like, I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, they just start to rust and start to rot a bit. But nothing major, nothing makes it unsafe or anything like that. And I think for a car this age to have one advisory on its MOT, it's good going. As I said, I do need to put some petrol in it and pushing me luck a little bit. Yeah, it does what it needs to do. It does what it says on the tin. Unfortunately, because it's had an aftermarket stereo fitted, the controls for the stereo don't work. I'm sure we can forgive it for that. Yeah, 2007 car in this condition, £1,500, super low mileage. There's got to be some money in it. Obviously, after expenses and things like that, I might not earn a great deal. Um, what I do is I basically pay myself commission wise. So 50% of the profits I pay myself, and then the other 50 goes back into the business. And then you've obviously got, expenses, insurance, just general upkeep, things like that. So you might make. I'll probably pocket myself about 300 quid or so out of this car, and then the business will probably pocket a little bit and then pay for itself and things like that. Not a massive wage out of it, but at the end of the day, wage is a wage. Beggars can't be choosers. But look at it, it's fantastic. Underneath, it's in good nick. Even them distant pads on the front don't look that old either. It is lacking a little bit in service history. It's got a few in there, but I have looked in the back of the owner's manual and it's not in there. But yeah, I just think it's a canny little car. Really nice. Really nice. No flash. Gets the job done. And it'll do somebody the world of good. Really good on fuel actually as well. I put a tenner in it. When I got it, it was on empty. And I've done a bit of mileage in it. Not a great deal, like, but really I'm happy with this purchase. Hopefully it'll sell. It should do. I can't see why it wouldn't. The only real negatives it's got for itself, you would say, it's a three door. That's the only thing that I can fault it for, is the fact that it's a three door. We'll have a look in the boot because the boot's a decent size and all. More parcel shelf. Are we going to put a parcel shelf into something like this? Probably not. But I'm really happy. Right then, as I've said, I've got some situations going on with work. To cut a long story short, basically, I'm getting evicted from where I am. Nothing down to anything major, just people complaining, more or less, about the cars. Neighbours don't seem to be happy that there's cars parked outside the garage. So yeah, so I'll be leaving. Not ideal, not ideal. Look, let's be fair, I wasn't really happy with the situation there anyway. I covered it a little bit in an older video, but it is what it is. I wasn't expecting to be staying there. I was looking for somewhere. I just thought I'd have a bit more time. So what I'm probably going to be doing is more than likely, for the time being, while things get back to where they need to be, I'll probably go back to trading from home. Not ideal. Not really what I want to do either. Just while and basically, I just need a bit of time just to make sure that I source the right place, to make sure I've got the money and everything behind me to do it right. It needs to be done right. I'm not going to go into the situation. It's shit basically. But can we make some lemonade out of these lemons? It's going to take a lot for me to give up. I know it's not much. This is my dream job. I know most people dream of being a footballer or something like that. No, this pretty much since I started working, I had in the back of my mind, this is what I am going to do. And I've achieved it. I just need to make a success of it. If I'm going to get beaten, I can damn sure promise you I am going to put up a fight. I am not the sort of person that will just give up easy. I will fight and I will fight. This is a blessing in disguise, if you ask me, losing these place, because I wasn't happy there. I'm sure you probably picked up on it on my last few videos. People told me in my last video that I looked depressed. Probably felt it, if I'm being honest with you, but look at me now. Just quite simple. If something like this happened, is just lifted a weight off my shoulders, and I'll be working from home. It's not ideal, but I'll get to spend a bit more time with my daughter and things like that, and I'll be able to do things my way, so that I know they are 110% the way I want them doing. And if there's any issues, it's on me. So yeah, it's as easy as that, you know. What else can you say? Yeah, what I would really appreciate is hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button. It's completely free, doesn't cost you anything. Even if you're not going to watch all my videos, just hit that subscribe button. It's free. Budget Bangers is never going to cost you a penny. I'm not going to push merchandise, push this, push memberships, unless I start an OnlyFans because I'm about to go bankrupt. But it's always going to be free for you, because that's what Budget Bangers is all about, is getting it done on a budget, but getting it done right. So, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.